Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and champions of the realm. My name is Rain Day, of course. I'm joined by my man, Tattle, who will be your co-commentator for this match. And, of course, we've got the grand finals heading off underway in just a moment, featuring Team Ronin versus Team Zenith Black, a run back from earlier on in the brackets when these two teams faced each other, and Ronin got the better of Zenith Black. On the left-hand side, you'll see Ronin Aeido playing the Androxus Swordcraft onto the Pip, Nineveh onto the Ruckus, Bolture onto the Fernando, and DatOneGoat onto the Barrack. Whereas on side Zenith Black, we've got Mike Man on Barrack, wizdude on Ruckus, Graham on Androxus, SnakeySnake onto the Eevee, and Reviling onto the Pip. What do you see so far in these matchups, Tattle, that kind of gives you any idea of how this first capture point will go?
That is a lot of resilience is burned on Ronin for no reason whatsoever. Sadly, that SnakeySnake, he's snaking his way through, tricking all of them, does take that stand still right at the end. It looks like it's giving them the advantage for now. wizdude, he picks up a double kill. They're cleaning up.
I mean, the thing is, you can't not do it, right? If he's picking Frigid Field, and he's picking it right to the end. It's like, you got to call, if you want to call his bluff, then you have no resilience all match. They're saying, you know what, it's safer to just say, let's get the resilience. We know he may switch up, but right now, I mean, if we don't call the bluff and he goes Frigid Field, we could all be in a heap of trouble. So that's kind of what they did.
I love the Wrecker pickups as well by some of the players on the side of Zenith Black. It allows them to deal with Bolture and DatOneGoat with all of the shields that are coming through, especially on 9 as well, who's on that Ruckus. And it's really showing Zenith Black dominating 6 streak, 5 streak on 2 of them as well.
I think that's to be expected, however, because you saw Zenith Black not only take Ronin to a very competitive 3-game set in the first time they met, but also to be just fresh off the battlefield. I mean, they finished the game maybe 10 minutes ago, and that was a 3-set game. So it's very, very common that we see a lot of these teams who are warmed up have a little bit of an advantage.
Graham, what a reflect. That was a disgusting play from him. Goes up in the air, pops the cursed arm, doesn't catch anyone with any of the shots, actually. And Aeido, he shuts him down. Graham could have shut him down mid-air, but doesn't focus him at all. And now, Aeido, he's starting to look to defend this payload with the rest of his team. Ronin's starting to take back some control, but wizdude, he shuts down 9 on the side with that Hexafire.
Yeah, wizdude is really taking down 9, making sure that he's got nothing to say in this upcoming battle. Of course, Nineveh, Nineveh, or Nineveh, I've been calling him.
I think it's Nineveh, but you can shorten it to 9.
9, okay, that's fine. 9 and DatOneGoat and company now looking to hold after not, of course, getting that initial capture point. They'll get 1 point if they do hold from this, but they'll also get 200 credits and get them to that 3rd burn card that much faster if they don't have it already. As you can see on the side, right-hand side, actually, Team Mike Man and Zenith Black only at 1.5 burn cards pretty much per squad. The other team on Team Ronin actually have 2 to 3. So that's obviously basically a reaction from being able to go back to base after you die, correct, Tattle?
They are right now, Ronin taking the advantage by having extra burn cards. And now it's starting to show that lead in cards is really helping them.
Yeah, just to let you know, Tal, you did drop out a little bit just in case that changes the way you are adjusting something on your end, but we were just making sure to cover for you there. Yeah, very important, right? You're seeing this kind of aggression coming out. The forward aggression, will always see that when the payload is happening. Try and not fight at the payload, but fight a little bit in front of it. Make sure that nobody has the chance to kind of backdoor you or push it while they're fighting, but they got to take their fight, which wastes time. Even if they wipe you, they still got another 5 seconds to walk to the payload, and by that time, you've hopefully all respawned and are able to defend at the next choke point. So that's why we see a lot of these aggressive fights, and looks like overtime is going to kick off here. Looking to try and defend is Team Ronin, making sure that Zenith Black doesn't get a 4-0 start to this game.
And I feel like Zenith Black just about made it into the extra overtime by accident there, as SnakeySnake falls onto the payload. Swordcraft picks up Graham, however. And I feel at this point, though, Zenith Black being so far behind in the burn cards, the extra ones that were picked up, I feel like they actually would have been better off just leaving.
Right. Right, and this is where we're talking about it, right? I mean, we're talking about the fact that those teams had a different burn card advantage, and that's where you could see it coming through. When you get to that second or third card, when the other team has 1, maybe 2 cards at most. We only saw 1 player on Zenith Black with 2 cards. And so they had a bit of an advantage in those fights. And it was just clear that they were not able to push together as a team or just combat the damage that was really coming out from Team Ronin. Great defense by them to make it 1-2. And now the next fight's going to be at Waterfall.
Especially the lead they would have had if they'd have all just left that point as soon as they noticed Ronin buying the extra burn cards. They would have wasted those burn cards as well. But fight coming out, Hexafires on both sides. wizdude comes out on top of that though. Graham picks up another kill. He is traded by Aeido. Megaturret from behind. DatOneGoat with a great flank. Bolture, Aeido, DatOneGoat, they pick up the kills they need. DatOneGoat for a double kill. He's looking for the triple. Bolture gonna hunt it down. And DatOneGoat heading to the point, going to start the capture.
DatOneGoat turning out to be Dat1 Barrack for this matchup. He's got a 10 streak, and the other enemy Barrack, Mike Man, he's on a 0 streak. Just got taken out, trying to get himself back into this fight. But it looks like DatOneGoat is holding down the point so well at this juncture in the fight, and it's going to be very hard to get him off of it, especially with 9 there throwing a little bit of protection his way, taking some fire off of him. 9 running a little bit of the not the emitter build we're used to seeing, because of course Projector is gone from the game, but we are seeing him running the we're actually seeing 9 run the proximity, which again is going to help him to do so much damage up close, but of course that requires you to get kind of a close proximity.
This is almost dangerous staple right now with Ruckus to go for that proximity. Now that Gunship is just gone, the players, of course, they're looking for something. Projector doesn't give that much of a punch anymore, and so the Ruckus players are all looking for something to go up in the face and get those kills, and Projector is just that card. Mike Man gets taken down by 9, who picks up that kill up close and personal, as we were saying. And now the side of Zenith Black, they're pushing forwards.
Yeah, they are. They absolutely are. And it looks like, however, Ronin takes a 3-2 win here, a lead in this match to go ahead up 1 point in the finals and maybe get themselves another 2 points if they can convert this payload. They're going to be looking to do that in this next round here. Of course, they're sending a few members, few secret agents ahead to go and start the work for them. They've got looking like Bolture up ahead, trying to basically clear some space for them. But on the side of Zenith Black, Reviling's up on the top and doing quite a bit of damage as Evie comes back from behind and starts trying to flank and put in some pressure on their back line. But of course, she's got that blink. She's got so many tools to get out of there, Tattle. It's just going to be hard to lock her down, and she's going to be able to apply that pressure.
Cursed arm used and basically wasted by, I think that was Graham. Did actually pick up DatOneGoat. The snipe right at the end picked him up, but really not an amazing use of that ultimate there. Payload is starting to roll its way back, but look at this, Ronin. They're just setting up, getting ready on this high ground to just turn things on, and Bolture, he decides it's time to go, heading onto the payload. The rest of the team, they all start to turn to him, and this is the time that Ronin should take to push the pressure, go for the flanks right now, and it looks like DatOneGoat, he's pushing through with the help of 9. They push out the Eevee. Hexafire comes through, but there's no one in his sights to take down. Actually does manage to find Reviling. DatOneGoat and Bolture pick up kills of their own. Aeido as well. This is a 4 clean sweep right now. There's the 5th. That's a clean ace for the side of Ronin.
Ronin looking strong, although they were a little shaky in that first capture point. They go ahead and successfully take the second as well as defend. Maybe, like I said, it was just them needing to warm up a bit after not playing for a moment, and it looks like they can easily get this 5th here. A nice barricade by Barrack, gonna buy him some time, as well as that pip, a little bit of a shield to shoot behind, and Reviling goes ahead and uses it to his advantage, picking up 9. Bolture, the only one left, the front line, just getting whittled down there by 9, and Squadron there on side of Team Zenith Black, and they're holding pretty successfully, Barrack, with that
what a
barricade shield.
heartbreaking moment. You have the payload that close, and it just gets halted right there. Defense will go through, the attack failing from the side of Ronin, not able to convert the payload for the extra point, and things tie up in this game right now as we're sitting 3-3.
Yeah, we are sitting 3-3. Well, let's look at the burn cards here for a moment. Nimble's getting picked up, and of course, Cauterize is being highly prioritized by the side of Zenith Black. They're all grabbing the Cauterize, which is going to reduce the life steal, actually going to reduce the healing from the enemy characters on the side of Ronin. Looking to specifically target Swordcraft there because of the pips healing as well. It's just going to be so devastating if he's able to use that, heal up his teammates and heal up himself. But the entire team really going ahead and saying Cauterize. Whereas on the other team, on Ronin, we're seeing full Nimbles.
All Nimbles do indeed come out. There's the chicken from Swordcraft. Hits 2, but they're not able to clean up any kills from it. Wizdude with a great Hexafire picks up 1. SnakeySnake's in the back line, finds his way onto Goat, and Swordcraft finally picks up a kill from that ultimate. And it looks like Ronin is still on the roll. Graham does get Swordcraft, at least returns one of the kills. Mega Turret used by... I think that is by DatOneGoat to try and keep things going. Actually, no, it was by Mike Man to keep himself safe, but goes on the point to try and keep things going. And there's an unfortunate Cursed Arm into 2 shields. Not going to catch anything with that.
Nah, it sucks to be able to have your Cursed Arm get up that huge damaging ability from Androxus, allowing him to just shoot these 750 shots, 4 of them, by the way, 3,000 damage in total, but just able to pretty much not get any use out of it because it's hitting shields. Unfortunate there by the side of the Androxus, and hopefully looking to then space out, at least get rid of those shields, buy some time for his teammates, you know, put those utility items on cooldown or get rid of them, but so far no dice, hasn't really made much of an impact in this fight, and you hate to see your ultimates not really affect the game.
I tell you what, for a fight that went so much in Ronin's favor, this is surprising to see. Zenith Black, they now control the point, and they're starting to cap it. 68, they've just overtaken the point control that Ronin had built up. Swordcraft trades for wizdude. They both get the kills there. They're trying to do what they can. Looks like Aeido, he's the one committing to the point. Does get the reflect onto Mikeman. Reviling gets onto Swordcraft. Aeido with a double kill. There's a nice Ice Storm, but I don't think it really matters at this point. And there's the retake. 98 points.
I mean, that was pro. That was pro. Aeido waits till the very last moment. At 98, I mean, this guy nether steps in, and they finally get the objective push. I mean, so clean to watch that play unfold, and just you see him and Pip going at the same time. He gets the reversal. Pip does his explosive flask as well as normal potion shot with that Malady, doing so much damage, an extra 40% I believe if you have Malady 4 on, and it just was GG for anyone on that point.
Yeah, they wiped them out. Great control there by Ronin. Great patience as well to wait for the right time to go in. Bolture gets taken out on the point. There's a Hexafire coming out from 9, but it's just being naded away. Doesn't get anyone with that. And SnakeySnake with a sniper shot takes out 9 on the side. Graham wipes it up, cleans up Swordcraft, and now the payload being halted. Mega Turret was popped very far forwards, and DatOneGoat, he's done a great job of forcing away the side of Zenith Black, but it's not really mattered at this point. The payload wasn't moving. The damage was done in the backline, and they clean up in the end.
Ronin, the cleanup crew. I mean, it's pretty much a performance that I think is really recognizable here. Ronin putting on some amazing showcases in the last few weeks and never really making it to the end game, which is obviously the finals of the this entire tournament next week by winning this tournament outright. But it looks like they are putting on the types of plays, the types of performances, just the coordination we saw between Androxus and Pip there, just the excellent pushes we're seeing. We are seeing a Ronin that wants to advance, and so far it's up to Zenith Black to stop them, but they are not answering the call yet.
They're not answering the call towards Zenith. They're doing what they can to hold on here. Ronin trying to push forwards. 45 seconds left on this defense right now. 9 does pick up Mike Man. That's the advantage to Ronin as Bolture improves that. He does get taken down by SnakeySnake, however. But look at this. The payload. 2-man push squad. They're going through. Graham does make it back in time to hold them off. DatOneGoat with the barricade to keep them safe. There goes the Ice Storm. Does separate them away from the payload. Nice barricade behind. Aeido actually picks up the kill onto Graham. Mike Man does trade onto DatOneGoat, and now they're looking for another kill. Aeido in the back. He finds a double kill. Swordcraft does go down. 12 seconds left. Bolture on the payload, trying to tick it into overtime. Aeido there to support him. 9v turning up with that ruckus. The dual fire coming through, dealing a lot of damage, but he's taken down by wizdude. Bolture ticks it into overtime. Aeido goes down, however, and Bolture's losing his teammates left and right. He actually loses himself first before DatOneGoat, and he goes down too. The payload won't be scored.
Yeah, wizdude, man, just getting the double kill at the end onto DatOneGoat, especially as he rocket boost in, trying to do what he thought he could do, which was actually only end up dying by the hands of wizdude. So unfortunate there. We're seeing deft hands picked up by wizdude again. Just mentioning him, Very interesting card. We're seeing the reload speed be valued a little bit more in these weeks. And again, that's what the reduction, or at least the elimination of aggression and develop being removed from the game has done. It's allowed us to see different cards that were never going to get picked up because aggression and develop were just better cards. And so now we're seeing deft hands, things like that. We're seeing a lot of resiliences, nimbles, develops. I mean, not develops, chronoses as well. We're seeing quite a few of those.
Yeah, we're seeing quite a few of those onto people like Barrack just to increase that cooldown reduction on that barricade, which is just so vital to his kit. But Aeido, he picks up the double kill straight away, and that's going to give Ronin the advantage straight away on this point. Zenith Black, they don't want any part of this fight now.
Oh, no, they don't, especially with DatOneGoat, Aeido, 9, as well as it looks like Swordcraft alive and ready to go ahead. They've got 5 members there by the point, and it's just going to be a hard uphill battle from now on. They better get their running shoes on, otherwise they're not going to be able to tackle this incline. Bolture going ahead, getting chicken, though, a 4-man Evil Mojo.
Evil Mojo just behind the barricade. The Hexafire gets blocked out by that barricade that got dodged so well by the side of Zenith Black. Now they're able to take the advantage, however. Mike Man takes down Aeido. Swordcraft does start to even things up. It's him and Bolture left. In comes Eevee with the Snowstorm, trying to do what they can. Mike Man and SnakeySnake, they find the kills, and what a chicken!
Wow, what a chicken, man. I feel like
from my angle, I saw that coming in. I saw it. It literally clinched the edge of that barricade, just about inched its way past and just behind it and hit all 4 members. They thought they were safe, but they find the angles, and that's a huge angle by Reviling to hit that chicken.
Unbelievable. Now Zenith Black are in the lead. I mean, Reviling, what a big play. I mean, you're not going to see that in the stat books. You may not see that in the kills or the kill streaks, but that could be the very play that changes this entire set. That play could mean $100,000. You never know, because now they're in the lead in this 3-game set that is actually going to be best of 5, but first of 3 is going to win. And momentum can be everything in these things. But Bolture and squad from team from not Team Zenith Black, I'm forgetting names right now.
From Ronin.
Yeah, from Ronin are stopping at the spawn and basically not allowing this payload to push until just now. Only now is the payload getting pushed, and 9 has got something to say about that, but it doesn't matter because Reviling takes him out. Reviling showing up, baby.
Reviling doing work. There's a double kill for him as well. Bolture having to back off in case he gets dropped for the triple. Graham 1v1 against Aeido, and now this payload starting to finally make some motions. And this is the thing, if this goes through, this will be 8 to the side of Zenith Black. However, if it gets defended, Ronin tie things up to 6-6. We go neck and neck once again, as it looks like Zenith Black, though, they're taking the advantage still.
They really are. And it was a funny little move that happened. DatOneGoat basically hiding in the bushes, trying to stop Reviling, and I believe it was I believe it was Graham potentially, but he ends up getting killed, but he also ends up taking down Reviling as well. And that to me is the guy who's been making the big plays. He's already got a 3 streak now, and it's just a huge showcase of how strong this guy has been playing lately, and it is fantastic to see. DatOneGoat taking down SnakeySnake, who we saw just take down Swordcraft a moment ago, and these kills are going back and forth. And the Hexafire, yes, popped by, who was that?
wizdude pops it and takes down Bolture. That's the Fernando down of all things, which could be huge in this one in a payload push. But it's a 2v2 right now. Swordcraft comes in for the 3v2 to support his teammates. I like this. They leave DatOneGoat on the payload still. They don't want a sneak coming through. SnakeySnake does return the kill. Revenge for Graham. Bolture now just trying to keep them away from this payload. Eevee not able to do anything despite the ice block, and it doesn't look like we'll be going into overtime.
Right. And so I guess here's the thing, right? I mean, you're looking at this game and you're saying, it's 6-6. Every team is kind of doing good things, but they're also not doing good things in comparison to the other team, which is kind of out, beating them in certain moments as well. We're seeing strategies developed, but there is no set strategy. I mean, you're working with Torpedo. You know that you guys have strats and comps. I mean, is there a go-to strategy that pretty much just works on these points or certain areas of the map? Because I don't see any consistency in the defenses or the captures going either way in this set.
It's a lot about controlling the high ground, but at the same time, we see counter strats to that. You know, if you all go for the high ground, sometimes a team will just counter flank you. They've got counter flanks, there's the flank strategy, sometimes it's just head-on-head fights. It's all about recognizing what the other team is going for and using a counter strategy. And right now, Ronin, they start to come ahead in their one as DatOneGoat picks up a double kill with a mega turret. Aeido does go down on the side of Ronin, but it doesn't matter, they're taking the advantage. Nine also picks up Reviling, and Zenith of Black losing this point fight.
Yeah, watch out, though. SnakeySnake is still alive, and that freeze is still available, although there are some resiliences on the side, actually on every single person there on the side of Team Ronin, so it's not really going to have as much of an effect. It is still a lot of damage, and the Ice Storm comes out for Evie, forcing them off of the point. She is still getting focused, though, and a chicken comes out, looking really good. However, Aeido, Bolture, and Squad are still alive and ready on this point, and they take the objective.
No one on the point control right there, not recognizing the pip on it. And what a combo of ultimates. Right as they need it, Bolture pops the Immortal, keeps his team alive, and just as it's ending, the chicken comes out so they can't even finish anyone off after the Immortal ends.
Unbelievable plays there. I mean, again, you're seeing just a fantastic showcase of Ronin's ability to even win down, and even after having big plays made on them, showcase their, their greatness right now, their ability to go ahead and just be clearly a little bit better, a little bit more clinical, a little bit more together. I mean, I would say that they pretty much would have won this game already had Reviling not pulled out the evil mojo of his career, right? I mean, that is pretty much safe to say Ronin would have won this game.
Yeah, definitely. Nine going very aggressive. Does pick up one kill, but goes down for it. Reviling with a double kill of his own. Hexafire comes out from wizdude, and that forces the side of Ronin all to back off, and it gives them some space to work with. 1 minute 20 seconds remaining. Aeido causing havoc up on the high ground, forces the chicken out, but will he even find the kill? Aeido goes up in the air. He's still trying to get this 1v1 against Reviling. Reviling taken so low at this point, but Aeido, he's just one hit. He survives, and he finds Graham at the same time on an inch of his life right now.
Aeido looking so strong onto this Androxus. However, he gets taken out, but he's at a one streak, so that kill does go down under the targets he was firing onto. And this payload is still being pushed, which is the ultimate objective of him and his team. However, Bolture and DatOneGoat decided to back off for a bit. I mean, they got 42 seconds, right? I mean, just regroup. Just get your team together and then go ahead and push. Very veteran play. However, Bolture still here. I'm a little surprised at that. I would have felt he would have just backed off, not taken any of that extra damage, and just waited for his team.
This is going to be so close as well. If Ronin take this, they win the game. If not, then it goes to the next point, which will be the point of the game at this point. No matter who takes it, it will be the end. And it looks like, actually, that Zenith Black are going to push it into that final one. Ronin trying to find the ultimates that they can, trying to stop Zenith from picking up their ultimates in this one too. And both teams kind of deciding that they don't want to fight this payload.
Well, that's interesting, because now you have both teams saying we could win the next round. I mean, obviously, I don't know if Zenith Black is saying that, because of course they have to defend that, right? But you definitely have Ronin saying, well, let's not push. We could. I mean, Bolture's there. We got a Fernando. He could survive for a while, but why risk our ultimate? Why risk all of these key abilities? Why get farmed and let them get their ultimates stacked on higher? But the one thing I do want to mention, since we're talking ultimates, 4 available on the side of team, Team Zenith Black.
They decide that, but they're behind in ultimates, so this is going to be interesting to watch. Of course, Zenith Black, they don't, Ronin, they don't know that. Both teams don't know what ultimates are on either side as they come into this fight, as they go hyper-aggressive on the side of Zenith Black. Ronin all go to the point fight. They use that corridor for a Hexafire, but everyone just leaves it.
Yeah, everyone leaves it because, the brawl is just going around near the point now. It's so important to get even just a little bit of damage and a little bit of space onto this point so you can put some pressure onto the enemy team to come and attack you, forcing their hand. That's what I love about DatOneGoat and Ronin's strategy. Nin, Nine, all of these guys, they're just saying, yes, you have to fight us here. We know you're going to have to stop us on this point. So now we can predict your movements that much easier. We can fire in the corridors. We know where you're coming.
I think a big part of that is the nimble on 5 players on the side of Ronin right now. It just allows them to outposition the other team and use that positioning to win those fights. There goes the ultimates coming out. Graham shut down before the cursed arm goes through. Bolture pops the immortal, and that cancels out all of that Hexa fire from the side of Zenith Black. SnakeySnake does find 9, so that won't be the Hexa fire coming through from him. Aeido takes down Reviling. They're fighting for their lives on this one. Bolture finds it. 97, 98, just about makes it on in time, but I don't know how much longer they can survive. And Ronin, they take the first game.
Ronin looking to be successful in this game 1 of the grand finals here versus Zenith Black. Obviously winning throughout the entire tournament and getting faced again with a rematch of a team they put down into the losers bracket. Of course, Zenith Black had some different ideas, definitely battled back. In fact, I think might have even taken the lead at one point, but definitely tied the score at 6-6 until Ronin was able to capture not only the 8-6 point, but then finally get themselves to 9 with this last capture point here. I'm looking at these scores. I'm looking at the plays. Again, for me, Ronin was just a little bit more clinical, tactical, and connected in terms of how they went about this game. And you know how important that is. But what, in your eyes, stands out, Tattle, as the story behind the stats as to why Ronin was able to be successful over Team Zenith Black in this first game?
I mean, Zenith Black, they pulled out the plays there to keep them in it, but it was the plays that kept them in it rather than the consistent damage. Consistency came through from Ronin there, and that's the big reason they kept ahead in that game. Managed to cinch it right at the end, despite despite Zenith Black's best efforts. And I mean, that chicken,
right.
That's really the story of the game. So good, but just not good enough, sadly.
I mean, it would have been the story of the game had that actually turned into a win for Team Zenith Black. I mean, that would have been what I think might have led Zenith Black to winning this entire series or resetting the brackets, which they have to do if they want to go ahead and win the grand finals and make it to week 5. But the thing that stands out for me, I mean, just simply is look at the shielding. I mean, there's about 100,000 more shielding done on the side of Team Ronin, and that clearly to me had a big impact on the amount of kills they were able to give, on the amount of deaths that they had. All of the deaths on Team Ronin were considerably less, except for 9 were considerably less than the members on Team Zenith Black. So that shielding probably having something to do with that, and maybe we'll see it be a factor next game, maybe not. You know, we're playing on Temple Ruins, so it'll be a different map altogether. Let's see if these teams keep the same comps or if they try to switch things up. Who knows what game 2 will be like? You're going to have to stay, watch, and find out in just a moment, as we'll be back with the action after this. Welcome, champions and paladins of the realm. My name is Rainday, and you're joined today by me and, of course, my co-commentator, Tattle. We are going in on game 2 of a best-of-5 series for the grand finals here. Seem to see who makes it into week 5 to potentially get a trip to DreamHack Sweden and a chance at $100,000 if they come out as the top 2 in NA. Now, of course, on the left-hand side, we're going to be having Team Zenith Black, Mike Man on the Barrack, Graham on Androxus, wizdude on the Ruckus, SnakeySnake onto Eevee, and Reviling onto the Pip, whereas on Team Ronin, we've got Aeido on Androxus, Shindu onto the Ruckus, Swordcraft onto the Pit, Bolture on Fernando, and DatOneGoat onto the Barrack. As, of course, this map, Temple Ruins, is a new showcase for both of these teams.
You know, we got a salty run back, but we also have a sub coming in. 9 subbed out for Shindu as he comes back in from the previous series, subbing him out. First blood actually goes to that new sub. Shindu takes it down, takes him out. Graham, wizdude, does respond. Aeido finds the kill, though, to put them in the lead in this one as he tries to keep alive. wizdude taken down. That's a double kill for Aeido, trying to take out the rest of the members. Looks for the triple kill, does find it. This is going great for the side of Ronin right now.
And I love what Ronin does, Tattle. I mean, they send DatOneGoat. He stays on the point. I mean, DatOneGoat, whether he's a Grok and he's shepherding the goats, or essentially the payload in that payload moment, or he's just going on the point and he's just sticking by the point as Barrack. I mean, he loves holding down objectives, and he's so good at it. Ronin obviously using his strengths here in this tournament to hopefully go ahead and get them a spot into the week 5 finals. And so far, so good with 93 points onto the capture objective. But hey, Graham, Reviling, and squad have something to say about that.
Yeah, they have something to say about it, but Aeido shots it down. That's a double kill for him. Shindu picks up one. Graham finally does find one more kill, but he's shut down too by Bolture and Shindu. And that's a great play. Aeido coming out huge so far in this game.
Yeah, I mean, Team Zenith Black came in yelling into the wind, but it turned out to be just a whisper, barely audible there as Aeido shuts them down, as well as Team Ronin basically securing that payload with ease and now pushing it towards the objective inside the base of Team Zenith Black. We're looking at some of these burn cards here in just a moment and seeing some cauterizes come out on the side of Team Zenith Black. What's that aiming towards, Tattle?
That's just looking at stopping those heals coming through from Pip, and also the heal from picking up those health nuggets. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that also reduces that. So you want to be trying to just stop the enemy team from regenerating their health. If you get that damage off, if they run for it and regen, it's going to be a lot harder. So you just don't want them to get back into the fight, get healthy again, and it's just looking to try and shut them down.
But let's talk about the health nuggets. They're going to be doing something a little different this round, essentially, because we're seeing a lot of gathers.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of gathers on the side of Ronin. And it's working out for them. The Quarter is trying to shut that down, but it's not working enough. Mega Turret comes out, but that's all blocked out by Bolture. Great shield by him, protecting his teammates. DatOneGoat finds one kill, however. He's trying to find the rest of them. Immortal comes down from, I think that's from Bolture in, is it? That is from Bolture. That's the only Fernando in this one. And Swordcraft taken down. Great Mega Turret there. And that's a push by Ronin.
Successful. These guys are really, really doing a good job. And again, I love the fact that they'll all throw out a four-man gather pick. I mean, we're seeing Nimbles, but now we're seeing a four-man gather, and it's just like throwing them off. I mean, they're thinking so well as a group and executing their strategies correctly. And I think that gather is a strong card now. I think it's been a strong card. I don't know. I really like it, especially on the heavier characters.
As well, if you pick a card, like a card combination like that, you all just go for gather. You are all working on one specific strategy. If you do that as a unit, it is going to pay off.
Oh, absolutely. As we see some insanely far flanks coming out. Ruckus, I mean, going in, like, literally to the enemy's base, trying to find a kill, but Reviling takes down DatOneGoat instead. And it looks like now wizdude getting aggressed on by Bolture. He is still going on to wizdude, but now he's got help from Reviling and Graham, and Bolture goes down. This could be going in favor of Team Zenith Black.
Zenith Black pulling this one back. Ronin go for a huge flank, but they just don't get any of the damage off. The Cursed Arm goes out and doesn't hit anyone. There's the Hexafire. Great dodge there by Reviling, but it can't quite dodge out enough. Mistimes it and peaks too soon. And Graham goes down as well to Shindu. Shindu really pulling that back from what looks like a very dire situation.
Absolutely. Now, wizdude is not alive yet, but he's looking to get himself back into this fight. Actually, he is up in front now, I believe, and he's going to be able to do a little bit of what he was doing before, which is helping his team on the side of Zenith Black continue to maintain this point. But it's not going to be enough. They have to somehow make sure that they win this second engagement. As we've seen so much in this tournament, you have these initial engagements go one way and the second engagements go the other. Zenith Black needs to make sure it all goes their way, or else
someone needs
this
to
could
get
be a
on the
2-0
point.
start.
The chicken held them off. Mega Turret, but that's not even close to the point. 95, and that's just going to go straight over to the side of Ronin. No contest whatsoever. And now, from behind, the kills come through. That's a clean sweep. Bolture actually goes down in that one. Almost a clean ace. Bolture trading his life for the rest of the team.
Yeah, that was exactly what they needed. And again, just a showcase of the same scenarios we're seeing very often in this meta. You know, these double engagements. And how good are you on the first? It doesn't really matter. It's how you finish. And it looks like Team Ronin understands how to finish successfully. And they're doing and showcasing that here in this match.
Yeah, Ronin showing up very strong right now. And look at those burn cards across the side of Zenith Black as well. Remember, they are in the base. They can buy these if they wanted to upon respawning, but they are just not picking up the extra burn cards. They're saving their money, which I just don't think is worth it with how fast and how close that window is. Ronin are sat in that window of opportunity right now where they are ahead on burn card advantage by quite a long way. Yeah. If Zenith Black can close that distance, they can put themselves back on the on an even footing, but Bolture, he isn't even allowing them to. He charges Mike Man down and takes that.
Yeah, I mean, now, you don't have to do it at base, right? You could do it when you're dead. So when you die, you can go ahead and buy your burn cards. So if Zenith Black is not necessarily buying them or prioritizing them at this point, I mean, it means they don't have the credits, or it just means that they're not prioritizing this defense here.
Shindu with the double kill gets the Hexafire off. Is shut down. That's a Mega Turret firing away there. Shuts down Graham. That's a huge blast coming through. Swordcraft with the double kill. There's the Ice Storm coming out by SnakeySnakes, but it's not onto anyone, and realistically zones them away for a few seconds, but he's forced out. Ronin, they're pushing forwards. They want to make this 8-0. Swordcraft gets the kill just as the chicken goes down. That's not going to work for him. He's going to go cold turkey. There's a lot of chickens coming out the other direction. Swordcraft with a great ultimate. They're looking for the kills. Find it. Aeido gets down, gets one onto Snakey, and that's the payload going straight through.
Wow. Well, I could pretty much consider this a guaranteed win for Ronin. I don't think we've ever seen any team come back from an 8-0 deficit. I mean, that would mean they would have to win every single part of every single of the next 3 engagements here. So, 4 points for a successful capture push, 4 points for another successful capture and push, and then another 2 points for the capture. So this is looking like Ronin's game. I mean, it's really theirs to lose at this point as we take the fight over on the right-hand or left-hand side, depending on where you're looking, into Sunken City.
Yeah, they're looking to try and take this one, sweep it away from Zenith Black and put them so close to the brink of defeat in this one. Ronin, they want this victory. Cursed Arm coming out and starts to rain down from above. No kills found, however. Bolture chases down Mike Man. He finds that one. He's looking for another one. Shindu gets down Graham. They're trying to find Reviling. They do get the kill. Shindu picks that up for a double, and now they have point control.
Now, how can you stop a 19-streak Pip? Apparently, you can't. Ronin have been tried and tested, and it looks like Zenith Black, they just have no answer for this squad and this successful movement and damage coming out from this Pip. And the capture point is 53 and ticking on that much farther, as this time DatOneGoat decides to go ahead and pressure them a little bit farther out this time. Not necessarily staying onto the point, putting that barricade shield near the under the bridge there. But Graham and squad, Mike Man, doing their best, trying to hold this off. This is their last-ditch effort. Graham with the reversal, trying to make it happen, and does not get the kill. However, Reviling taking down Aeido, and Bolture cleaning up Mike Man. It is still looking like wizdude is on point, trying to do something, but Bolture going down by wizdude. He's helping his team to go ahead and secure this, and now there's 3 members of Team Zenith Black on the point. This could be the beginning of something special.
Zenith Black, they're looking for a comeback. There was a great fight, dipping in and out, trading each other back and forth, but they're all 4 on the point now. There goes the chicken. Megatar instantly destroyed. Graham finds DatOneGoat. wizdude onto Shindu. That's the objective already taken.
Oh my God, so close. The Megaturret comes in. The chicken, I mean, it was a great attempt there, but it just wasn't enough. A really good counter chicken there based on Reviling to try and stop the aggression coming out, especially from DatOneGoat, who popped his ultimate Mega Turret, trying to get the damage to just get a couple of kills so that him and his team could go ahead and secure the payload, because if they would have won that engagement, would have been GG to Ronin. But now they've got to defend, and then again, if they defend this, it's game for Ronin again.
It's such a tough choke point as well. Zenith, they need to make something special happen here right now, and I don't know if they're going to be able to. Forced back already through this choke point. No deaths so far, but Graham, he's going to be the first one to fall. Doesn't find that kill onto Bolture, who is literally an inch of his life right now.
Here's the thing. If I am Team Zenith Black, here's what I'm saying. We can win against these guys, okay? We didn't win. We didn't do well in these first engagements, but we can. And that is the biggest thing I would be telling my team as a competitor. I would be saying, listen, if they went 8-0 on us, we can go 8-0 on them. And if we do, then all of a sudden, we're tied. And it's just about who wins that next capture. And by the way, we'll have the momentum. You got to still believe. You got to still fight. Your whole tournament is potentially on the line. You've got to win. If not this next game, you would have to win how many games in a row? I mean, what, 6 games in a row on Ronin? I mean, that's not going to happen. I don't care how good you are. So they really need to make this count.
Off for them right now. There's the Hexafire coming out from Shindu, trying to find the frag. Doesn't manage to catch anyone, but keeps his teammates safe from it. Bolture is cleaning up on the back. Meanwhile, he finds Mike Man. He's now looking for wizdude, and that's a double kill for Bolture in the back. all on his own. 2v1. Payload has pushed forward, but now it's a 3 versus 4. Bolture's joining the fray for another 3v5, and they're looking for the triple kill right now.
He's looking and he's smelling blood. He's trying to find it. Bolture on his horse, getting him a little bit of extra movement speed and a shield, and now back down, facing off against wizdude, going ahead and popping his own shield to stop the aggression.
How is he alive with that little health? I can't even see a health bar on the screen.
For Fernando?
Yeah, in the top right, it's just, there's nothing there. He pops the Immortal in the end, just at the last second. Aeido finds the kill onto Mike Man. The timer is counting down. wizdude makes it on. Hexafire is popped. They're coming around the backside. Oh, they get wiped out by it. Mega Turret put on top of the payload. They've got to be careful. Reviling, what a shot around the tree. He finds the kill, shuts down the turret, kills out DatOneGoat. It's just on Swordcraft on this payload right now. On the barricades, on the battlements, trying to keep his team in this from the comeback, but it looks like Zenith Black, they're making a stand right now in the choke point. Shindu gets taken down. Ice Block SnakeySnake tries to find something. That's a great mega turret. That finds DatOneGoat. Swordcraft finally finds 1 kill in return. Bolture back into this fight, but SnakeySnakes, he's taken out Swordcraft in the back. There goes Aeido as well, and they're making a good case for this comeback that we were talking about.
Yeah, and they gotta do it. They've gotta commit here. There is nothing else they can do, and the Hexafire does come out, but Shindu gets taken out. Graham able to take him down and put him back into the respawn timer. There's only 1 member down, however, on Team Ronin, and that just may not be enough. Reviling is alive, and so is SnakeySnake, who's able to blink to safety. The chickens do come out, Reviling courtesy of that, but Swordcraft says, I've got something for you of my own, and pops Reviling one, making him go back to base, and that's the game. Team Ronin take game 2 of this set. Best of 5, only 1 game left before we've got a winner, unless Swordcraft and actually no, Zenith Black have something to say about it. And apparently right now, their words aren't getting heard. They can't get a message through, and unfortunately, this could be the end of their tournament run if they can't change things dramatically going into game 3.
So close there. That chicken was almost on point. A tiny bit early, however. Blocked out by a barricade, and they lose the point fight. And they lose the payload.
Now, here's my last question, because we're looking at stats. We don't need to look at stats. Ronin are up 2-0. There's 1 game left. Zenith Black are down 2-0. There's a mentality. There is a human factor to this that is, we're close to losing. There's nerves. There's anger, there's maybe frustration on some of these sides, and then there's momentum, there's excitement, there's joy, and seeing the potential of finally being in that final week 5 tournament with a chance to go to DreamHack. How did those mentalities affect these next 2 teams, and what can they do to bring this to their advantage, either one, whether it's Zenith Black or Ronin?
I mean, if you're Zenith Black, you've got to be thinking you've got nothing to lose right now. You know, a lot of teams would be tilted at this point. You know, you're sitting there two down in this one, and you've got such a hill to climb. The thing is, Zenith Black, you know, they were knocked out a lot in tournaments. A lot of times knocked out in the early stages, and they came back week in, week out, back and forth, trying their luck. And this week, they've made it all the way to the finals. And if I were them, this is the point where I fight tooth and nail for it.
See, there is nothing scarier than seeing a potential opponent you know is dangerous, but you've put down, gain a sign of life. Zenith Black have an opportunity here to go ahead and make themselves a danger to Team Ronin and take a game back in a series that we're all considering pretty much over. Ronin definitely very skilled, definitely in command, but if Zenith Black can just get that 1 game, they might be able to change and put a little doubt in Ronin's mind, basically saying, hey, I mean, are we as in control as we thought? Turn that into another game. It's tied 2-2, and suddenly the momentum has shifted. If they can reset this game and reset the brackets here, this could be anybody's tournament. So let's not count them out yet. I know a lot of us are thinking, Ronin, hey, you've got the lead. Go ahead and just finish off this 3rd game. But this is where playing down helps to practice. It helps to practice playing in these difficult scenarios and knowing how to play when you are going against the tide just as well as when you are doing things well. That's where this all comes into play. That's where this all factors in a competitive standpoint.
Chumbawamba, I get knocked down, but I get up again.
Yep.
Zenith Black,
there you go.
They ain't ever going to get down.
Never. And they shouldn't, because you know what? this is all they got to play for. Otherwise, you just go ahead and enjoy your Sunday. But hey, you're here. Might as well give it your all. That's what I'd love to see. And I'm excited to see if Zenith Black does come in and turn this into a 2-1 game, or if Ronin can finally advance to the week 5 of this tournament, the Paladins NA qualifiers. And of course, next week have a shot at $100,000 and a ticket to DreamHack. We'll see you guys in just a moment for game 3 of this tournament versus Ronin and Zenith Black right after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, champions of the realm. My name is Rain Day, and joining me today is my co-commentator, Vox. This is Paladins Game, this is Paladins World, and this is your Paladins potential championship game for Team Ronin. They're up 2-0 in the series against Zenith Black, and we're here to see who's going to take the victory and who may keep this game alive. Of course, that could be Zenith Black's opportunity if they go ahead and take advantage of it here on Enchanted Forest. And it's going to look like pretty much the same exact teams on both sides. On the left-hand side, for Team Ronin, Swordcraft on Pip, Aeido on Graham, onto the Androxus, Shindu on Ruckus, Bolture on Fernando, and DatOneGoat onto the Barrack, whereas Mike Man on the Barrack as well for Team Zenith Black, Graham on Androxus, wizdude onto Ruckus, SnakeySnake on Eevee, and Reviling onto the Pip.
Sadly, Vox is MIA. It's actually Tattle here with you, co-costing. We're right into the action.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
One.
I'm sorry, I was just too hype. I was too into it.
We're all, English accents, they all mold together, Might as well.
No way. You and Vox sound so different. But anyways, I remember him. I must have been just thinking about him the other. I actually saw your chat comments where you said he died, so that's what I was thinking about.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
just thinking, man,
he's presumed KIA right now.
He went into another dimension, but that doesn't really matter too much right now, considering we've got some serious point fights going on, Tattle. There's a lot of action going on, and First Blood goes to Shindu on Graham.
Blood, 1 minute 30 into the game. What is going on right now? Both teams fighting tooth and nail. wizdude does return with the kill onto Bolture. That's the Fernando out of things, which is a big one. Aeido picks up the kill onto Mike Man, however. This is an advantage going in Ronin's favor. They pick up wizdude too, and there's the cleanup. Reviling goes down.
Ronin looking too strong right now. 75, 79. 82, we're counting points up, and so far Zenith Black can't do a thing about it. They're seeing those points tick away, and they're not close enough to contest, and that's a 2-0 start for Team Ronin, looking pretty much like what we've seen these last several games. Team Ronin just having that strong advantage and pressing it, especially with this payload push here, trying to get it out of the spawn right away, and they do so.
Yeah, they're trying to keep it going forwards, but the momentum has stopped for now. That Pip right up there just being such an issue, They have Reviling just firing away from above, keeping them busy. Cursed Arm comes down. That's 2 kills for Graham. He's looking for the 3rd as well onto Swordcraft. Does manage to find it. That's a triple kill for him. Hexafire comes out, but it's not really needed. Everyone's already cleaned up at this point, and they're now looking for the kill onto Shindu.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's taking a mop to a floor that, already has been cleaned, dusted, swept, etc. And there's nothing left to get. No dirt to be found. Graham with the triple kill clearing up any enemies on the side of Ronin. But of course, that doesn't mean that they won't just spawn back and get themselves back in order. We've seen Ronin do it quite often, getting themselves in a little bit of trouble, but then regrouping, showing themselves how strong they are to the enemy team as a effective unit when working together.
Aeido and Ronin and DatOneGoat, they pick up the kills that they need, and this payload finally make it through the choke point actually pretty swiftly there.
Oh, yeah.
The side of Zenith Black not able to use these chokes as effectively we've seen before in previous games. Aeido, he goes aggressive. He's trying to chase people out of the high ground, and now Ronin, they control it all.
Oh, yeah, Ronin is just in such a good position. Aeido with another step, able to get up top, but it doesn't matter because SnakeySnake sees Aeido, but she's too late. She's been going ahead and flanking the backside because they were getting flanked, but she cannot. With the 2 shields coming out, really good job there by the Eevee, throwing in the Arctic, just damage coming out from her storm, her ice storm, I believe. Just doing so much work, but of course the barricade shield and the Fernando shield there to mitigate a ton of that damage. The payload is at the doorstep. Can somebody open it up and push it into the home? Who knows? It's coming down to the wire here as DatOneGoat is taken down by SnakeySnake, and SnakeySnake is takes down Bolture as well, but it's taken down by Aeido. A lot of trading kills here, but the only one alive is Swordcraft and Aeido, but they get chickened. Shindu in the back line still helping to push this payload, and with the offensive pressure, it's a 4-0 win for Team Ronin. A clean sweep onto first engagement.
Clean sweep indeed, and Ronin, they look like a different kind of team since that first series we saw in the semi-finals between these two teams. There looks to be no stopping them after the first game.
Yeah, absolutely dominating performance. I mean, what do you say? I mean, what can you do about it? I mean, who cares what burn cards they're
I
picking?
mean, I feel at this point it's a bit too late. This is the third game for Zenith Black. I was hoping they'd bring out something new, something interesting to try and counter this composition and this team of Ronin. But they've stuck with their old ways. They think they could take it, and it's not working.
Well, I mean, they've been right. Ronin has been our team that's been, kind of always there, right? Zenith Black has kind of come in the last 2 weeks and made themselves a little bit more prevalent. But Ronin has kind of been around for these first engagements when Kungarna and you saw Warpath, you saw Eager go ahead and take the top spots, and now it's their turn. They smell victory. They know it is right upon them. They're only essentially two engagements away. Got to get this capture point, got to push it, and then win the next one, and they are home free into week 5 of the finals. So they could smell it. They're close, and it's going to be hard to stop them.
I can definitely see victory right now as they take control. Actually, no, it's Zenith Black for the first time take control of one of the points, and now Ronin, they have to make a retake.
Yeah, they've got to, but again, we haven't seen the first person on the point matter. We've seen the second engagement matter more than the first, even if it's 95, because you can't defend the point if you're all dead. Mike Man and Graham know that saying all too well as they both go down, although SnakeySnake gets the kill on the Shindu. Aeido and DatOneGoat take down Reviling, and SnakeySnake and DatOneGoat with the double kill on the wizdude. Oh my god.
95
that's what we're saying.
Points there. That Hexafire came out from Shindu, beautifully timed with the rest of his team. The coordination on the use of ult, great play there by them, and they're not going to be able to make it back on time to the point. They throw themselves towards it, but it's not enough. And the point, that goes over to Ronin. And, I mean, if you are Zenith Black right now, I was saying you've got to fight tooth and nail and not be tilted, but I'd be tilted pretty hard at this point.
I mean, it's got to be so frustrating. This isn't game 1. This is game 3. I mean, this has been happening every game. We see, all of these options and opportunities by Zenith Black just slipping out of their fingertips. I mean, who cares if you don't get a gold, toilet delivered to your, doorstep, and you're like, hey, wow, a gold toilet, that's awesome. I love this. But if somebody tells you that you're going to get that gold toilet and then they take it away, then that hurts. You're like, man, I have all this gold. I can melt it down. I can do whatever I want. All of a sudden now, you're feeling like you lost something. Zenith Black, they know they're down. But the fact that they keep getting so close and they're like, yes, we can get this. We're going to come back. It's going to be 4-2. We might even it up 4-4. And then getting it taken away. That's what's being so, I think, devastating to the mentality of this team.
No, I didn't think it would come down to potty talk at the end of today.
Well, I just had to have my bathroom entirely re-landscaped.
Tomorrow. It did sound a bit like, there was a personal matter there coming into things, but
Oh yeah, a lot of personal matter. Probably not the type of matter we should be talking about. Yeah, on stream. Yeah, exactly. But that's not my fault, man. It's bad plumbing. It's bad plumbing. Let's leave it up to that. No, but it's funny. The toilet was on the mind, the golden toilet as well. And of course, it's just a metaphor to really describe the fact that having something that you think is going to be yours and having it taken away hurts more than not really even knowing it was going to be yours in the first place, right?
Being it right in front of you as well. Zenith Black have seen it just inches away from them. This victory so close. Both times have not been able to take it in the first attempt, and they are so close to losing it in the second right now. They are inches away from losing this game, as we might get to an 8-0 lead. Graham, though, he doesn't want it to end. Nice use of the accursed arm there. Picks up 2 kills.
Yeah, I mean, what else do you do except keep fighting? You gotta do it. Shindu doing a great job just going into the backline zoning, forcing a very bad ultimate by the EV there. You needed that on the point push or the payload. Just put it in the corridor. I mean, this shows me that they are just kind of giving up at this point. SnakeySnake playing so well this entire tournament, but just using it to try and get a quick kill. I mean, this could be a potential almost game-securing push, and they needed that EV ultimate to force them off the payload.
Definitely.
Moment. Now they don't have
the
it.
Mega Turret was dropped there. That's going to keep them safe in this one for the moment as they find 2 kills that they really severely need. But the rest of the team trying to push through, trying to make this the 8-0 lead that they want to take this game with. Aeido does get taken down, however, Swordcraft as well. Too aggressive on the battlements. Bolture still alive in this one, keeping it ticked over. DatOneGoat joins in, but shortly afterwards dies as well. Shindu is back there, but Bolture and himself both fall down. And it looks like Zenith Black, They make a defense and stop the momentum.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. They did it. They got a point. I mean, you know, we weren't expecting that because again, you know, it's so easy to give up. And you know, Graham, I think, just taking charge there, picking up 1, 2, maybe even 3 in that last engagement, especially with the accursed arm to start out with, but showing his team that, listen, guys, we need to fight. We're still in this game. I mean, this game ain't over until somebody gets 9 points, and we're gonna fight our hardest for each and every one of them.
I tell you what, this point fight is going to be tough, though. Look at those ultimates on the side of Ronin.
Yikes.
They are coming in, kicking in this one.
Well, it's 3-4. It's 3-4, because Graham will have his, by the way. You know, and SnakeySnake 70, so it'll be close. It'll be close, but again, yes, the advantage right now in the favor of Ronin, and they don't need any advantages, Tattle.
No, they really don't as they're coming into this fight. Point control already. That's the Hexafire popped by wizdude, but it's being blocked out by Bolture. Immortal comes down right at the end there to keep him and his teammates safe. Aeido picks up the first kill onto Graham. wizdude answers back. Kill onto Swordcraft. 1-1 right now. Bolture taken low. He's taken down. Reviling finds a kill onto DatOneGoat. It's turning around for Zenith Black right now as they're finding the crucial one-taps that they need. Trying to fight it onto Shindu right now. Great Hexafire comes out from him, but he's taken down by SnakeySnake. Good use of the ultimate, but it wasn't quite enough. And Zenith Black take this point.
6-3. Now look at what we're talking about. It's not too far of a dream. This is when Zenith Black starts to believe. It's like that fairy tale, you know, you see, you know, the princess come in and all of a sudden you're like, there's no magic. There's no fairy godmother. And then all of a sudden you see her do something, you see her turn something into a frog and you're like, wait a second. Is this real? Is this going on? All of a sudden they got 3 points and they're thinking, hey, we didn't get a point last game. Now we got 3. Are we as good as these guys? Can we make it work? And all of a sudden, mentality has shifted. Confidence back in the hands of Zenith Black. We might have ourselves a game, gentlemen.
Yeah, it might be a game indeed. There's a great mega turret, however. DatOneGoat picks up a double kill. He's looking for another as well. Bolture and the rest of the team wrapping around. Shindu finds the triple of the game right now. They're trying to just keep it in this one, not let Zenith Black get any more ground right now.
So do you think Ronin have this kind of potential tilt on their side going on now? Do you think there's a mind game happening with them? Are they a little bit less secure about their win, their hold on this game?
I mean, if it is at all, it's pretty easy for them to come back. You know, they're still in the lead. They just need a second if they're in any way having those feelings to just sit back, take a moment and think to themselves, guys, we're still 6 up. We're 2 up in this series. Just chill, play our game.
Play your game, right? Do your thing. Do your best. Forget about the rest. That's what I like to say to a lot of my subs, a lot of the people that I work with. I mean, it's just you can only control what you can do, and that is what they need to do. Zenith Black and Ronin need to both have that same perspective going into this final match, and whoever I think masters that is going to have the edge here. The mentality of these players, obviously we can see that any team can win any particular fight. A lot of it comes down to execution, to strategy, and whether you're able to execute determines on how focused, how centered, how aware you are of your surroundings, and a lot of that has to do with keeping a clear mind frame. And therefore, we're going to see Ronin and Zenith Black's mentalities tested here as the game ends up being very close to being a 6-4 game here if Zenith Black can hold on to this defense.
6-4. Actually, it will tick over to 7-3.
Ronin. It'll be 7-3 if Ronin can hold on to this defense.
Yeah.
And Zenith Black cannot go ahead and push this through.
And it looks like it's going to be just that as the rest of the team, they hold off. And this is... Oh, if we were talking about how you said yikes before, look at that.
What, that ultimate? You think
Ultimates.
You think yeah, it was I mean, apparently, I mean, they had an idea. They were hoping to be able to push it, and it is being pushed. It's just not being pushed as effectively as they want. DatOneGoat, Bolture, and Aeido still alive. However, there is some life on the wizdude just for a moment, though. Curse of the commentator.
Oh, no.
He goes down, and this push.
I mean, look at the scoreboard.
Done. Oh, the ultimates, yeah. It's 100
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
they're all 5. They have all 5 ready.
They have all 5 ready in comparison to maybe
This could be
3 on the side of Zenith Black. I mean, they managed to do the impossible and win the last fight despite the ultimate disadvantage. But this time, this is the point that Ronin need. They win this, they win the game, they win the series. This is possibly series point right now coming into this.
Yeah, and the problem is Zenith Black didn't push that successfully. So now, even if they win the capture point, lose the defense, and try and win the capture point, they still will not win. They've got to win this, and they've got to win the next defense. Otherwise, it's going to be GG, and they'll have one opportunity to go ahead and win. 5 ultimates available, one already used. Aeido is there. DatOneGoat as well uses his ultimate. A cursed arm going down, and Swordcraft gets the kill on the Reviling. Aeido getting the kill onto wizdude. Shindu as well picking up Mike Man. This could be GG right here. There are 4 members of Team Ronin alive, and only 3 actually 2 alive on Team Zenith Black. This is just looking very bad for our friends on ZB.
Yeah, Zenith Black taken down. Graham does go down. Aeido trying to find that kill as well. SnakeySnake's trying to do what he can to keep them busy whilst the rest of his team turn up to support him. Hexafire is coming out from wizdude. He's trying to do what he can to keep his team in this, but Bolture is chasing him down. He wants that kill. They don't even care about the point right now, despite being so close to victory. They want blood. Wizdude goes down. Shindu finds that one. And Bolture, he's back on the point. He doesn't want to let this one go down. They want to take the victory right here. DatOneGoat is on the point. Mike Man taken down in the background. SnakeySnakes and Reviling, however, they find 2 frags and keep themselves in this. Hexafire, that's coming out from Shindu. That's 1 kill onto Graham. Aeido takes down Reviling, but SnakeySnakes, he finds the kill onto Shindu. Aeido with the double kill. It's just 1 person left remaining. 94 points. Aeido needs this kill. 96. Steps off for a moment. Turret will find it in a second, and they're back and forth. wizdude goes down, and it's Barrack just about getting there in time. Mike Man keeping it safe, but it's not enough. DatOneGoat finds the kill. They find the series, and that's Ronin taking the tournament.
Blood is what they wanted, but blood won't pay your bills. But they're hoping 100 grand can, as they guarantee themselves a shot at the final tournament in week 5. Coming up here, Ronin securing themselves a place to go ahead against Kungarner, the #1 seed in the NA qualifiers side, to have a chance at moving into the DreamHack finals coming up this summer. Hosted the $100,000 Paladins tournament, the Founders tournament. I mean, what an incredible achievement by Team Ronin, making it all the way through these 4 weeks. You know, it's been a pleasure to be casting this with you, Tattle, and Vox, and everyone working here as we come to an end of this aspect of it. It's been amazing to see Ronin be involved in all of these weeks, and finally, after the other 3 teams who maybe are a little bit stronger, maybe have played a little bit stronger, or maybe just had their stuff together a little earlier, see Ronin make it to the top. It was a hard-fought victory. They had to put down Zenith Black twice in this double elimination set, but so far, they're looking pretty dang good, and I wouldn't count them out for the finals by any means. Congratulations to Ronin.
NA playoffs are going to be the one to watch. EU, it's kind of hit and miss. Some of the games are going to be real nail biters. I think the 2nd and 3rd seed going to be a great one to watch. 1st and 4th between Torpedo and Fate. I mean, that's a hard climb right there, but the NA playoffs are going to be nail biters. Kungarner versus Ronin. Kungarner definitely looking extremely strong, but at the same time, Ronin, they show they have the metal to push through it. And then you've got the likes of Warpath versus Eager on the other side of things, and that's going to be a crazy game to watch.
Yeah, I'm excited to see all of it come down, and of course, we have to thank everyone here at Paladins World for an amazing weekend. I mean, this has been absolutely fantastic, and obviously, we've done our best at putting on a very good show. It's been a long one, so you definitely have gotten your content's worth. I'd say this is better value than the God Pack and Smite. I'd have to say that because you guys,
fired.
No, this is a great. I mean, I'm saying that's a great value, and this is, 10 hours of amazing Paladins game, for free. So this is amazing. Thank you all of you who have been supporting, watching the game, and being a part of this burgeoning community, because we are growing. We are building this. This is not something that's just going to happen on its own. It takes people being dedicated, watching the scene, becoming aware, becoming educated. People like Tattle, myself, Kenneth and Dave, just pretty much putting energy in on the back scene to bring this type of stuff to you guys with analysis. And so I want to thank everyone who's been a part of this. And of course, Tattle, my co-commentator, great job stepping in for Vox, who we still don't know where the heck he is.
Oh yeah, he's just been off the face of the planet.
Yeah, he might be, kidnapped somewhere. He might be in Mexico by this time. We have no idea. But I absolutely love the way we're able to go ahead through this. And again, shout outs to Ronin. and Team Zenith Black for putting on some great performances. You have any final thoughts you'd like to mention about the game, the upcoming finals, or just your personal thank yous?
I mean, I'm just so. It's a multitude of emotions coming in as we finish off this final open qualifier and move into playoffs. I'm excited. I'm on the edge of my seat at the plays that are going to be made next weekend. But at the same time, I am almost eating my own fingers with the nerves, as of course Torpedo will be playing for the slot as possibly as basically my ticket to DreamHack is on the line there.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And I'd love to see a DreamHack, man. I won't be there. Would love to. I don't think my timing works out for it, as well as that, that Swedish plane ticket. I don't know. That's like a thing as well that I think would need to get handled. But I'm excited for that, and we're excited for week 5. I think Hi-Rez TV will be taking over that, or will we be covering that?
I will be covering all of the playoffs next week, so we'll be covering all of that action. And I think you said yourself you would not be here next Sunday, so
I will not be there.
Next week's playoffs will be covered by myself and Vox through Saturday and Sunday. Of course, Saturday for EU and Sunday for NA, as per usual. The standard programming with a little twist of excitement as the teams play for their ticket to DreamHack in the end. That'll wrap up the broadcast for today from all of us here at Paladins World, from myself, from Rain Day, from Vox earlier on in the day, Phasion and Only Light, of course, on the admin and the cameras, and a sign off to all the players and the viewers for today. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys next time, and stay tuned for next week as we go into these finals. It's going to be a great show. Thank you all for watching and supporting, and I'm sure I'll catch you in some Paladins related stuff in the future.